And the Home Minister's apology may have blunted the opposition's attack on saffron terror, but with the BJP now all set to raise the arms gate in the parliament, the UPA has a big task ahead of it in this budget session.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking forward to a very productive, constructive session of Parliament. That is what our country's people expect Parliament to do. We are meeting against the background of a global slowdown of economic activity, which has also affected us. It is now a challenge for all of us to take credible action to ensure that we are least affected by this global slowdown. In this context, the way we conduct the financial business now before Parliament will be a crucial determinant of our country's ability to cope with the formidable challenges that our country faces. We look forward to the cooperation of all sections of the House. On our part, we wish to engage constructively, productively with all sections of the House in the expectation that there would be responsible dialogue, debate among members of Parliament.
The past year has been a very difficult one for the global economy. Europe is in recession. Most emerging markets are growing very slowly. It has been a difficult year for India also. Both global and domestic factors have affected our growth. We need to address the impact of both. My government has responded to the situation by taking several measures to revive investment activity and investor sentiment. An important initiative that my government has taken is the rollout of the direct benefit transfer system. This would enable government-sponsored benefits such as scholarships, pensions, and maternity benefits to flow directly into the accounts of beneficiaries, who can access them using their Aadhaar numbers. In due course, the direct benefit transfer system will also cover wages, subsidies on food, and LPG. This system will help cut down leakages, bring millions of people into the financial system, and lead to better targeting of beneficiaries.
What is most disturbing and shocking is that the President has not referred the issue of corruption at all. Today, the UPA government is besieged with charges of corruption all around, especially the latest one which has happened, and that prior to almost every session. Looking into the fact that this is the last joint session would be held prior to the elections next year, I think he has, by design, the government has chosen not to talk about corruption. The other factor which they have not talked about is inflation, the price rise, the issue of which is affecting each and every common household. The economic growth has shrunk to 5% from the promised 9%. Unfortunately, the President has not referred to it.
We are open to any inquiry. We need some political consensus on this with other parties. We must remember that BJP is one of the parties. There are other parties, and whatever political consensus is there, we want to have a full-fledged, incisive inquiry to get to the bottom of this. Well, we are open for a debate. I'm offering a debate. I'm offering a debate in Parliament. I'm offering a discussion in Parliament. I'm offering whatever inquiry which can be agreed upon so that we can move forward.